Hi everyone, I'm Lady T506. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be reviewing Love and Hip Hop Atlanta Season 4 Reunion Part 1. So it has taken us 4 long years, but finally somebody has brought up KARLIE Red's messiness. Now we as viewers and YouTubers, we always said how KARLIE wasn't nothing but a little messy thing. But now her castmates are like letting her know, yeah, KARLIE, you are that messy girl. You are always going around doing something. But see, KARLIE, she don't see it as her being messy. She see it as her being a good friend. But no, when Jocelyn had to let her know, no, KARLIE, that ain't being no good friend, because if somebody is talking about me and you supposed to be my friend, you're not going to be sitting there laughing along what they saying. You should be like, hold up, I know y'all not really cool right now, but that's still my friend. If you had something to say about her, don't say it around me, because that still is my friend. You ain't going to be sitting there cackling, slapping, even doing all, throwing your head back because you think it's funny. And it's like, they might as well did a poll, like a show of heads. Who thinks KARLIE Red is messy? Everybody would have been like, yeah, KARLIE, you that messy girl. You like to go back and forth and tell stuff and then don't get all the information. Now you got people mad at each other, and it's because of KARLIE. She didn't explain all the information. She just went back and told a little bit. Now folks mad at each other. So now we get over to your boy Young Jock, and we get to discussing all his many children and all the women who have had his children. And I guess that the cast is him and Kirk. They right up there with who done had the most kids, and it was like Scrappy, and Scrappy was like, hold up, what I got to do with this? This ain't got nothing to do with me, I'm just sitting over here with the bam. I can't do Scrappy's voice, even though I try. But anyways, it's like, you the only one that, you got the least amount of kids, you just got that one. It's like, God only give you what you can handle, So, at one point, like, we went from talking about Jock and all his kids, and then Erica said something slick, like, because of an abortion. I guess she was hinting that Bambi had an abortion. So, next thing you know, they get to fight, and, like, Scrappy jumps up, so Erica jumps up. So, she's like, whoa, what's going on? She's like, you jump up, I jump up. I don't know what's going on. I'm like, we talking about Jock and what's going on with him. And we get on to him, when he was sucking chocolate off of Cena's toes, and he was like, now, he feels that she had slipped something in his drink, because ain't no way in the world he be sucking on her toes while cameraman sitting over there, recording this. Like, he's like, I just had like one drink, and y'all didn't see it, but she kept on like, nah, here, drink this, and he was like, okay. He's like, I just had one drink, the next thing you know, I'm sucking on her toes. That ain't something I would be doing. And Polka did was just sitting there like, oh my goodness, I gotta sit through this mess again. I already had to see it when Cena brought it to me. Then I had to see it on video, and now y'all bringing it up again. And Poe thing just looking like, ugh. And it seems like I had never stopped, seeing Jock. So like, we still together basically, even though he with Kadia, he still come home to Mamba. And I'm trying to figure out, why is she so mad at Kadia? Because he was with KARLIE Red. I don't know if like the time was like a short period from when like he was like, because he was cheating on KARLIE with Kadia, but Cena's more mad at Kadia, but like it was like that he didn't come official with Kadia when he got sent for. Like the whole timeline of this is confusing, because she's more mad at Kadia than she was with KARLIE, but KARLIE was with him first. I don't know if she was pregnant at the time. I don't know what's going on, but she was like, nah, boo, like, we were still together. Then KARLIE Red, she get on her talking about something. Kadia, you're the reason that I'm the reason that you sitting on this couch. Jock was trying to get with me at Mama D's wedding, and she was on full 10. She was like, yeah, I'm the reason why you sitting on that couch. Jock was trying to get with me. Jock, don't sit over and lie. Don't sit up here and lie. Was you not trying to get with me? I was like, KARLIE, bring it down a little bit. Like, she was like, she was angry, but then like the host had to let her know, like this whole you getting with Cena, trying to expose Jock, or not expose Jock, but make Kadia look bad. If you so happy with life, Jenny, why you even have anything to do with that? She was like, well, I didn't tell Cena to come into my store. She came on her own. I was like, you could have easily been like, you know what, that ain't got nothing to do with me. I'm happy now. I got a man, so no, I'm not gonna be exposing folks. But you decided to do what you do best and be messy. So we bring NIKKO onto the stage, and the host asked him, does he feel bad that he was like bringing Mimi's daughter in and talk about some whatever he got going on is gonna feed, Stevie and Mimi's daughter, and that she felt some type of way, which I did. It was like, you don't bring babies into this situation. I don't care what y'all got going on. Y'all keep that between yourself. Don't bring the babies in. And he had to talk about something, Deb, this ain't even got nothing to do with you. And like the whole group, everybody on stage, I'm pretty sure at home, did a what? No, you didn't. I ain't got nothing to do with it, but I feel when it's a child involved, an innocent, yeah, don't bring them in it. I ain't got nothing to do with y'all situation, but I'm still gonna sit here and say you don't bring babies involved in this. And then he's talking about some baby gonna be calling him daddy, and Mimi was like, that's one thing she would not have been doing. It was calling you daddy. She got one and she don't need another one. And at one point they brought to him, I think they talked about, I didn't hear this, but I remember it was on preview about him sleeping in a twin bed with his ex-roommate. But like, he's like, no, that was hearsay and all this stuff. And the next thing you know, it's like him and Stevie going there, that Jocelyn, and she is going off. And Jocelyn was letting everybody have it. Nobody was exempt from what was going on, what she was saying. She's like, I don't know what's wrong with Mimi stupid for trying to get with him. Look at him. Yeah, but look at his wife. They both stupid. Mimi, I know what was wrong with Mimi trying to get with him. Was she that stupid? But she was, slightly shading Mimi, but defending her at the same time. And then at one point, NIKKO was like, I challenge you to a fight. I'm like, what grown person, what person says I challenge you to a fight? Like, that just brought me back to like the old, what is it, with the knights in the round table, like, I challenge you to a duel. That's what brought me to that when he said, I challenge you to a fight. One, y'all on stage with multiple security, so you know what, no fight gonna go down. So what was the point of even bringing that up? That was one. And then like he had nerve, gall, and audacity to say that he put Mimi on. Yes, he said it with the straightest face, which leads me to believe NIKKO, he really believes the hype in which he thinks he's that person, and he's convinced himself that he is this person. Like, NIKKO, who knew about you before you didn't like conjure your way into Mimi's life? Like, for real, who knew anything about you? You conjure your way into Mimi's life so she can do that video with you and, was it Johnny, what was it, from LA to New York or some mess like that. You conjure your way into Mimi's life, and then you conjure your way onto the show because you were supposed to be Mimi's man when you was conning her. And there is a part of me that thinks Margot was in on this from the whole beginning. Like, she can sit here and act like she was all shocked and appalled, but like, she knew too much stuff. It wasn't like NIKKO was telling her, yeah, Mimi did this. It seemed like she knew a little more than like what she should have known. Like, they had planned this from the beginning, and I still feel this way. It's like, we didn't know who you were, NIKKO, before you got on this show. Mimi brought you onto this show because she thought you was her man. That's how people got to know you. Then y'all didn't conspire and cook the books and did this sex tape. That's why we know you. So it seems the drama that was between Jocelyn and Jessica Dime could all have been avoided if KARLIE Red hadn't been involved. Because they was both getting information from KARLIE about what the other one said, and like, that's what made them mad at each other. KARLIE was saying, well, Jocelyn said she didn't know you and this, that, and the other. Then she going to, Jocelyn was saying, well, she said such and such and such and stuff. So now they mad at each other, and they ain't even spoke. So when they do get together, they all mad and, booked up about what KARLIE Red said. So they couldn't even get anything together, and they started to fight. And like, they made up, and it's like, yeah, that's my boo, that's my girl. I know you. If you wanted to call me, you should have called me. Steve was like, well, she should have just came over to the house. Like, does she know where y'all live at? Do y'all still have the house? I don't know. There's some questions that need to be answered. But, in the end, it was like, you know what? If we hadn't listened to KARLIE's old messy tale, we could have been hanging out. Then I was thinking, Margot, she could have been smart about the situation. Because Margot, she has somewhat of a nice voice. She could have just been like, you know what, Mimi? We could have set all our, differences aside and work together and make some money. Of course, she would have needed to, divorce NIKKO first, so he wouldn't get none of our money in the way of getting money from Mimi. kind of, I guess, if they had worked together. But if she had been smart about this situation, she could have came to Mimi very professionally. Like, I know we both have these issues with NIKKO, but this ain't got nothing to do with this. We talking about business right now. We talking about making some money. And they could have came together like that, but no. It's like, y'all decided to go to the, Margot, she decided to go to, I'm going to stand by NIKKO's side, even though he was wrong. And I'm going to be mad at Mimi when it wasn't her fault that NIKKO was cheating. It was him. So, yeah, that was basically the gist. Oh, yeah, they did say that. NIKKO. Why is he popping my head? Anyways, Mimi did say that, you know, her and Stevie, they used to, you know, have them some threesomes every once in a while. It wasn't like how he has it with Jocelyn, because, you know, that wasn't really her thing. But Jocelyn's like, yeah, I like girls more than I like boys. I'm just going to be absolutely, you know, telling the truth. This is me. This is what we like to do. This is how we say I guess secure in our relationship, because we do just about anything. So yeah, that was the gist that went on. If I left anything out, by all means leave a comment or a response. And like always, I want to thank my subscribers and the people who watch my videos. I want you to like this video, comment, and subscribe, and share this video with your friends on Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, and here on YouTube. This is Lady T signing off. Have a good one.